In today's show, we have news about Disneyland Oogie Boogie Bash tickets go on sale next week. Fantasy Springs opens at Tokyo DisneySea. Dear Disney segment, headline news, and so much more on today's Disney Parks Podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast, your Disney infotainment podcast. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times, and get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
All right, kids, welcome to today's show. It's the news for June 24th, 2024. Did you do anything Disney this weekend, Mr. James?
No.
No. All right.
No, I did not. I had other arrangements this week, so I was preoccupied.
Good. Smart man. It was
I know I know you were there, and my better half was. So
Yeah, we went Saturday for a D23 event. It was Tiana's. They had a D23 had an event for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, where we got to ride the attraction as many times as we want. With it was limited. It wasn't bad. The line moved very quickly. We got on very quickly. But I'll get to that part. But the two things, they had two snacks. They had Mickey Mouse sandwiches, and then the strawberry pops, and then they had water in a cooler, so you could get a glass of water. It was pretty good. And our gift was this. I'll put this up to the camera. This little guy here.
Nice.
Nice big pen. So I came home today just out of curiosity. I'm a curious person. Went to eBay. What do you think this thing is selling for?
Oh, I mean, it's probably at least $60-$70.
How about $129?
I was halfway there. I was gonna go that high.
Well, that's the most
generous.
it was selling for was $129. And I'm like, wow. I said, well, that didn't take long. It took an entire night.
I can't wait to get our hands on rare stuff.
Yeah. Well, it is limited, right? It's supposed to be limited to only the people that attended the event. So it does say D23 on it. But I bet you will find these at the expo for sale. No doubt. So if you would like one, you can find me on eBay, where I have two of them for sale. Couple reminders. Don't forget to join us live every Monday over at youtube.com/DisneyParksPodcast.com. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell so you get notified when we're live. The other place you can go not watch us, but get two other shows, go to patreon.com/DisneyParksPodcast. We should remind you that we also have a group on Facebook, and that is at facebook.com Disney Parks Podcast 2, where you can find us. And then we want to remind you that 2 weeks ago we did a great interview with Steve, put out a new book called The In-Betweens, and it's a great book about the history of the Renaissance of animation, and you should go check that out. So, all right. Let's get into some news.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
Today's news, starting up the list, Din Tai Fung opening, plus more this summer in downtown Disney District. Din Tai Fung, renowned for its Xilong Bao and exceptional hospitality, is opening its first standalone restaurant in the downtown Disney District. Starting June 24th, 2024. The restaurant will serve a limited menu during its soft opening, with a grand opening planned for July. This unique location, built from the ground up, features architecture inspired by Taiwanese heritage, including a modern take on a traditional Chinese pavilion and an inviting beaded installation over the central bar. Guests can watch dumplings being made in an expo kitchen and enjoy a variety of dishes such as handcrafted soup, dumplings, wontons, noodles, steamed buns, and more. Reservations can be made on the Din Tai Fung's website.
Just rolls right off the tongue, the name of the restaurant.
Yes, yep, we're going to leave it at there.
They couldn't, Americanize that just a little bit.
I'm glad where you left me with the Din Tai Fung, renowned for its Zilong Bao. Thanks. I'm glad you left me with this.
That was a Disney press release person. Somebody got paid for that. Hey, if you're in Disney Springs, you can take a cocktail class at the Edison. The Edison in Disney Springs is hosting cocktail classes to celebrate Disney Springs Flavor of Florida. This event will take place July 6th through the 27th. That's the entire month. From 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. That's 2 hours of cocktail making. Features custom cocktails made with St. Augustine Distillery spirits paired with Florida-inspired light bites. The class is modeled after the Edison's renowned Shake and Stirred series, catering to both novices and enthusiasts with a blend of education and fun. Featured food includes honey roasted nuts, Key West pink shrimp, and corn hush puppies, and a circuit board with country ham, biscuits, pickles, and peach butter. The cost is $1 billion. No, the cost is $100 per person.
Those better be.
Plus tax and gratuity. Registration is limited to, but must be completed with payment at the time of booking. The event is subject to change and cancellation, and you can book this at the Edison's website.
I would say those better be some really good honey roasted nuts for $1 billion.
They're Bob Iger's nuts.
Well, you're not getting that Disney Plus advertisement now. There goes that.
Oh, gosh. It's funny.
Oh, man. Disneyland Oogie Boogie Bash tickets go on sale next week. Oogie Boogie Bash is returning to the Disney California Adventure Park with Halloween-themed attractions and extended hours. Tickets go on sale next week with specific dates for Magic Key holders and general guests. The event offers trick-or-treating, costume wearing, and frightfully fun parade. Villains Grove at Redwood Creek Challenge Trail, and immersive treat trails featuring popular villains. Admission includes park entry 3 hours before the event and unlimited Disney PhotoPass digital photo downloads. The ticket waiting room opens at 8:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're not in California side, that would be 11:45 here.
Very true.
So Pacific Standard Time with sales starting at 9 p.m. So get on early. On June 26th is when this will open for Inspired Magic Key holders. June 26th for all Magic Key holders, and June 27th to the general public. Tickets sell out quickly, and yes, they do. So guests are advised to use the Notify Me option for digital notifications.
Oh, that's a feature we don't have. Thank you.
No.
Cool. Yeah, this does sell out every year, which is pretty interesting. So, next up, Disney Dreams That Soar. The drone show music is now available on streaming services. So if you are a fan of Disney Parks music, you can now stream the theme song for Dreams That Soar. It's the drone show at Disney Springs, which will last until September. It is on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube Music. The track performed by Omar Cardona and Brooke Warwick lasts about 3 minutes and 53 seconds, although the show does not. The drone show itself features 800 drones creating Disney character formations like Tinkerbell, Dumbo, Peter Pan. It also runs nightly at 9 p.m. and 10:45 p.m. right above Lake Buena Vista until September 2nd. So go check it out.
So now it's available on streaming services.
Absolutely. Which is, I think, kind of interesting because if you can download that, then you could be anywhere, watch the show, and just stream your own music and have your own little, drone show, So
Exactly.
pretty cool.
Up next, Fantasy Springs opens at Tokyo DisneySea. Tokyo Disney Resort has officially opened Fantasy Springs, the 8th themed port at Tokyo DisneySea, featuring areas inspired by Disney films Frozen, Tangled, and Peter Pan. The grand opening included a ceremony with representatives from Oriental Land Company, Ltd., and the Walt Disney Company, including CEO Bob Iger, and Disney Experiences Chairman Josh D'Amaro. Special guests included members of the Tokyo Disney Resort official park fan club and characters like Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Anna, Elsa, Rapunzel, Flynn Rider, Peter Pan, and Wendy. Guests, that's a lot. Guests enjoyed the new attractions, themed environments, and menu items in Fantasy Springs, which took 5 years to complete and cost 320 billion yen, spanning 140,000 square miles. This is the largest square meters.
Yeah.
This is the largest. That would have been a lot. That would have been all of Tokyo. Tokyo's now just Disney.
Yeah.
140,000 square meters. This is the largest development at Tokyo DisneySea since it opened in 2001. The addition of Fantasy Springs aims to enhance the excitement and enjoyment for visitors at Tokyo Disney Resort.
It's spectacular. I've seen pictures.
I've seen pictures. I've seen some rides of clips.
Yeah. So my Dear Disney is about the D23 event I just attended. We were promised snacks and drinks, and I was hoping for more than an ice cream sandwich and water out of a cooler. Maybe a bottle of soda or a bottle of water would have been better. Maybe some snacks, popcorn, something, churros, whatever. Not just an ice cream sandwich. A little poor. The other thing is, they sent out twice these long list of rules, which none of them, or very few of them, were used or adhered to. Like, you have to have your ID card and you have to have a government-issued ID. Never asked for them. Neither one. Do not go to the area earlier than 6 p.m. We went on at 5:30. So what was the point of the rules and sending them to us twice if you were not going to listen to them yourselves? And I just feel for $70, an ice cream sandwich and water out of a cooler was not what I was expecting when they said snacks.
It was a little light.
A little bit. A little. So that was either the most expensive Lightning Lane I've ever purchased in my entire life for $70. Or the most expensive ice cream sandwich I've ever had in my entire life. Or
I think it's
the most expensive pin I've ever been given for $70.
Well, you do realize if you got rid of one of them, it pays for itself.
I mean, come on, people. $70? That was ridiculous. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Do with it what you want. And, I guess the good part is that, after you go to all these events, there's a survey. And, I certainly used my space, my white space, to put in my comments. Anyway, all right, next. Catch the wave and surf into a splash-tastic summer at Shanghai Disney Resort. Shanghai Disney Resort is hosting Catch a Wave summer event from June 21st to August 31st, featuring new characters, water-soaked live shows, chic summer merchandise, and refreshing treats. Highlights include appearances by Partysaurus Rex and Angel, summer costumes for Mickey and Friends, and immersive water play areas. Guests can enjoy performances like Ralph Breaks the Dance Floor and the Summer Blast Castle Show. Seasonal decor, treats, and a variety of new summer merch. Collections to add to the festive atmosphere. Downtown Disney and Wishing Star Park offer additional summer activities, while hotel packages provide extended stay options. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. Always good stuff. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
It's just in Shanghai.
It's in Shanghai.
And once again, after I finish my stay, the water taxi returns. Water taxi
Just a
service
little
returns.
too late.
Yeah, you know, what else is new? Water taxi returns to Disney Springs and area resorts following summer rains. Shocker.
Mm-hmm.
After weeks of some much-needed rainfall in the past couple of weeks, the Disney Springs and resort area water taxi service has resumed. We wrote about the pause back in late April, which we did, due to how low the water levels have been. Both the transportation watercraft and service and leisure amphicar tours were forced to be suspended. Now, both the Sasagula River Cruise and the amphicar tours have resumed. As a reminder, Disney Springs is accessible via the Sasagula River Cruise from the following locations: Disney's Old Key West, Disney's Saratoga Springs, Disney's Port Orleans Riverside, and Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter. The amphicar tours are a unique offering from the boathouse that takes guests from a land-based car right into Lake Bona Vista for a leisurely tour around the lake. And yes, it is a boat, but it looks like a car.
That's right.
It's a thing. And it is quite enjoyable, I've heard.
Yeah.
So, if you're into that, please do.
Right.
Go early.
Yeah. Yeah. They do. Wait, they offer discounts, I think, for DVC? Yes? No.
I believe they do, yes. I would have to double check on that, but I
think
believe
just
they
DVC
do.
and not annual pass. Yeah, so go check it out. All right, next up, Disney World announces changes to Fantasmic dining packages starting August 29th. Disney has announced some upcoming changes to the Fantasmic dining packages at Hollywood Studios. These packages, which offer guests reserved seating for the show, gives you a meal along with the park. Notably, new packages will include an entree and dessert, no appetizer, at select full-service restaurants. One buffet where applicable. A non-alcoholic beverage or an alcoholic beverages for guests 21 and older package currently includes an entree, appetizer, and dessert along with the beverage. So they're taking away your appetizer. Across the board, adult prices have increased by $6, where children prices remain the same. So, for example, well, we won't give you the for example. We are going to tell you. So, at Primetime Cafe, prices are currently $54 and $23. That's $50 for the adult, $23 for the kids. New pricing will be now $60 and $23. Hollywood and Vine will do breakfast. The current breakfast is $59, kids $39. The new breakfast will be $65 and kids $39. Lunch and dinner pricing currently is $75, will now be $81, and the kids are the same. Mama Melrose current price is $56 for adults, will now be $62. Sci-Fi Dining went from $51 to $57, and Brown Derby went from $77 to $83. Now, you know, I used to do this in the past because I thought it was a fair value, right? Appetizer, entree, and dessert, plus you got a reserved seat. But now I feel like $83 at the Brown Derby if I were to
That's a
add
lot.
up an entree and a dessert, I don't think it would be $83, or close to that. I mean, all right, uh, a little money for the seat, but I don't know. I just don't think that's. I'd have to go look at
Well,
the menu and see if I can get away with something for $83.
if you're 21 and up and taking advantage of the alcoholic beverage, then maybe.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
let's
maybe.
be honest, drinks aren't cheap.
Yeah. So, reservations for these shows can be made 60 days in advance, and given the popularity of Fantasmic during the summer, they do sell out. And you can do these on the My Disney Experience app. You don't have to call for these any longer. So,
That's good.
yeah. And the seating used to be not center, but right of center. So, take that into consideration, too. If you want to sit in the center, you're not going to get that seat.
No.
All right. What's up next?
Next, Frontierland Overhaul. Disney files Frontier Trading Post construction permit. A new construction permit has been filed for the Frontier Trading Post in Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. Assigned to the MLC Theming Incorporated, a Disney partner specializing in rockwork, facades, and scenic paintings. The permit expires on June 30th, 2025. Hopefully that fixes that. The Frontier Trading Post currently sells souvenirs like collectible pins, phone cases, magnets, and snacks. But there is also no information on whether the store will close during renovations. This permit comes amid other changes in the Frontierland, including the conversion of Frontierland's Shootin' Arcade into a DVC, or Disney Vacation Club Lounge. A new version of the Country Bear musical jamboree at Grizzly Hall, and speculation about a Princess and the Frog overlay at Pecos Bill's Cafe. Disney hinted at more future announcements for Frontierland, or we wait until August.
That's right. Now we just wait and do nothing. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes some kind of, I don't know, food quick service thing. So, we'll see. We shall see. All right, Mr. James, how about a little headline
News.
And now, the headline news.
It's official, kids. Test track
Yeah.
is now closed at Epcot.
Powered down. They've actually turned it off.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear what they're going to do with this in August at the expo. 2 new inside-out photo magic shots are available at the studio, so go check those out. Celebrate summer with new Joffrey Disney Mickey Mouse Summer Morning Blend. You can get that, I think, in the parks now, select locations, and online at Joffrey's. So you can go buy that.
I think they sell some of those too in hotel resorts too, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next Walt Disney Company CEO could be named in 2024. So we might find out who's going to take over for Iger, because he's really itching to get the hell out of here.
Another
Down the
Bob.
road. Yeah. No, not another Bob this time. I think it was a
Robert. It's a
Kevin. Not
Robert.
a Josh. I think it was a Kevin. Hakuna Matata, the Lion King 30th Anniversary Simba Plush, is now available at Build-A-Bear. You can build your own little Simba. Very cool. And guess what? Construction walls are now up at Pirates of the Caribbean Gift Shop,
Well,
the Magic
they
Kingdom.
had to go somewhere. They don't go to storage.
Yeah. No, we got to put them somewhere. This might hint at that pirate thing, too. So, got to
Yeah.
stay tuned. There's a lot of things happening over Adventureland and Frontierland. You know, I don't know. Something's happening over there for August. We're going to find out. Agrobar Bazaar reopens post-COVID as a snack stand. And there is a couple seats now, actually, there. So you can sit and get a snack.
Good deal.
If you don't know where this is, it's right across from the Flying Carpets. if you're looking at the flying carpets, well, it depends on which way you're looking at the flying carpets. If you're looking at the flying carpets with Jungle Cruise on your left, it's the store on your right.
It's on the right.
Yeah.
If you're looking at it from the Dole Whip, it's on your left.
It's on your left. Main Street USA Plaza Restaurant has its scrim up. It looks like they're getting a paint job, and I don't think it would. It was weird because I think they just did this not that long ago because they worked their way up the street. Now maybe they're working back down the street. I don't know. Anyway, it's a paint job, kids.
It's paint.
New menus or additions are at Epcot's Connection Eateries and Regal Steakhouse, Regal Smokehouse. So there's a couple new items on both of those menus. Go check those out. Hopefully they'll stay, but I have a feeling they might be for the summer. We'll see.
Yep.
And Disney Springs Jewelry Store closes to make way for Disney Ever After. So I think the store next to that is now closed, and now it's going to become a Disney Ever After store. So
There was already an Ever After. I
yeah,
saw this post before, so my thing is now that I see this, it looks like the jewelry store closed, and maybe Ever After is just expanding to a bigger store.
Yes.
Because it was small to begin with.
yes, yeah. Yep. So, one thing I did want to mention too that I didn't write down was it's crazy. Tokyo Disney now has merchandise, online merchandise. It's only in Japanese, so you have to hope that your web browser can translate it. And I don't think they're going to ship to the U.S. And everything's in yens, and they're not converting to any other dollar. But I mean, go check it out. You can see some of the merch that they have that we don't have, and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Could we get some of that in the U.S., please? Yeah. I think they're just shaming the U.S. people now.
You have to fly here, spend X to get here, stay here, and spend X to buy X to fly back to Y.
Yeah. It's like, look at this beautiful stuff you can't have. Thank you. So, all right. Anything else you got to share?
I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we covered it today.
All right. All right, kids. Well, hey, thanks for listening. Go visit us at patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. Over at YouTube, youtube.com/Disney Parks Podcast. Go visit our group, Facebook groups, Disney Parks Podcast. We're everywhere. Yep. All right. We'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.